So with a boot camp, basically we usually get myself and my 3 other teammates wherever we can accommodate ourselves, and basically bring our setups and stuff, and we all just sit down, basically play, go through heaps of stuff together. Obviously the environment's much better to sort of like prepare ourselves for like tournaments and stuff like that, because it's very easy to get on the same page as each other when we're in person. It's easy to bounce ideas off of each other, so to get the best possible outcome with each situation. Alright, so when we're at these boot camps, usually we try to get a lot of scrims in, and scrims are basically where we sort of organise with another pro team, or any team really for that matter, to practice against. So we'll run through all of the maps that we need to be playing, all of the game modes, and just constantly cycling through them over and over again, and just ironing out the kinks and making sure we're playing to our best come tournament time. So with the local scene, there's a few challenges we face at the moment specifically. There's sort of been like a lack of teams to practice against, especially in comparison to the start of the game. You used to be able to just organise against heaps of different teams on different days, and get to experience like a big mix of play styles, and just encounter basically different situations in each second of the game. So now it's very minimal. So to make the scene thrive globally, you can really look at 2 things. You always have your content side, and then there's your results obviously as well. And there's been a ton of debate over the 2 and what is needed for our scene to thrive, as obviously lately it hasn't been doing too well. But I think results-wise, obviously, and I'm sure many of you have heard it before, but basically it's just getting practice against the international competition. They just play to a much higher standard, and a lot of situations that you can make in the game that you get away with here in Australia, you're going to get punished for. And any little slip-ups, tiny little slip-ups, mistakes in game, it's going to cost you like a lot of points. You're going to go down in a game much more heavily than you would here in Australia. So international practice is huge. The more you can experience it, the more you can like take from it and just improve yourself individually and also as a team obviously as well. At the start of this year, obviously everyone waits for the announcements to come in about the new COD and how the season's going to be structured and everything like that. And it's a pretty big moment for everyone, to be honest, involved, because you get to see what you're playing for, what your potential opportunities are for the year, and obviously that's the most important thing. That's why everyone's playing. And so this year, sort of similar to last year, except it's turned out even worse. There wasn't exactly a lot announced, or there weren't many opportunities provided for APAC as a whole, for like a few teams at least. And I think that in itself is definitely the reason for the massive drop-off in players this year. And I mean, as soon as I saw the structure for this year, I pretty much called it straight away. I was like, there's no reason like for anyone to be playing like past like a certain point. Obviously once you realize like GPL race is over and stuff like that, I just thought, yeah, like a lot of these teams who are sort of like ranging in the like top 3, top 4 to 5, something like that, they were all gonna like sort of like quit or just like take a break until better opportunities come around. So that's definitely the main reason for the drop off.